Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are working on so much home organization today. Lots of decluttering and trying to tidy up around my house. You can see basically every wall is bordered by clutter. I also have a few Monica's closets that really need to be tackled. Our front coat closet just needs a really good declutter and reorganization because I recently changed our entryway, and so we're storing shoes in here and I want to make that more accessible. Also, our laundry closet. This is in our kitchen, and unfortunately, it is just a catch-all all of the time. Recently, I had moved a bunch of things out for Halloween and Christmas decorating, and so I just need to get that all settled and taken care of. And then, of course, we have a big mess in the playroom that I'm going to have to pick up because I do want to reorganize our kids' toys. Toy organization feels like the bane of my existence. It has been such a struggle for me, but I do finally think that I figured it out, and I'm really excited to share that with you. But for now, we are going to start in this coat closet. I felt like this was the most pressing space because, like I said, I recently changed our entryway when I was doing our Christmas decorating. We used to have some bins at our entryway table that we put all of our shoes into, but I really wanted to swap that out, so I ended up using some of the white bins in here for our shoes, and they were a little hard to get to with all of these coats and outerwear right on top of them. So I'm just going to thin out the collection of jackets that we have accumulated over the last few years. There were quite a few that we just didn't need anymore. I think I ended up getting rid of like 6 or 7 different things, and also putting some back into mine and Derek's closet because there were some hoodies and things like that that just didn't belong here. I try to keep this for just jackets and coats, and everything else goes in our individual rooms. And don't worry, I am not going to be trashing these. When I say get rid of, I do not mean throw them away. I absolutely would never. Most of these are in brand new condition. We try to take really good care of our coats, so I am going to be donating them to our local women and children's shelter. I know this time of year they need things like this, not only for the children that stay there, but also for the adults. And I have some really nice jackets and really nice name brands as well, so I'm sure that would be a really nice treat around this holiday season, but that's where I will be taking these things, so don't you worry. But while I'm in here, I am going to swap around some of the organization that's in there, declutter through all of the bins that I currently have, and try to find a better way to store all of my cleaning products, gloves, hats, vacuum, all of that sort of stuff, so that I can make sure that we can really easily access the things that we're needing on an everyday basis, but also store the things in there that I need storage for. So these are those white baskets that I was talking about that I'll now be using for shoe storage, and actually I'm only using the top one for shoes. The bottom two are completely filled with candles, some that I'm trying to burn through for myself and others that I've collected for Christmas gift baskets. We have a ton of baskets to put together and gift this year to friends and family, but also teacher Christmas gifts, some classmates, and Secret Santa gifts, and I am just so excited for it. I know it sounds a little bit silly, but putting together gift baskets for any occasion is one of my favorite things to do. One of my love languages, at least as far as how I show love, is definitely gift giving, and I love the challenge of trying to find small gifts or affordable gifts that fit inside a specific budget, but that someone would actually love to receive and actually use, and not just repurpose or regift, donate, or say thank you, but not really actually use those things. It kind of reminds me of stocking stuffers, and I love stocking stuffers. That's my favorite part of Christmas gifts in general, is trying to find really meaningful, affordable things to put in stockings. It's such a challenge, but I just really love it. Anyway, I was thinking about filming a video in case any of you are in the same boat, have some Secret Santas, coworkers, teacher gifts, or even some friends that you want to put together gift baskets for. If you would be interested in watching a video like that, leave me a comment down below and I'll definitely make it for you sometime in December. But now that we're finished with the coat closet, I need to move on to our laundry closet. I did a full DIY makeover in our laundry closet. It must be 2 or even 3 years ago now. I actually built the shelves that you see in there and also built the folding table that is on top of the washer and dryer in hopes of making the space more functional, but really all that I did was create a larger catch-all surface. This piles up with stuff what feels like all of the time, and I was just getting sick of seeing it. So I'm going to sort through all of this. I know that there's a ton of things in these baskets that I could go ahead and donate. I also have this miscellaneous basket for the things that don't necessarily have a home, but my husband really doesn't want me to get rid of, so I just keep that up on the top shelf. But as far as everything else that's in here, I'm just going to clear off the folding table completely, and anything that I am decluttering, I'm going to add into this bin so that I can divide it later for things that are going to the women and children shelter or things that I'm going to take to Goodwill and donate there. It has been so long since I have seen this folding table completely cleared off, or as clear as it is right now, and I did not realize how much dirt and dust and also laundry products had spilled all over it. So I'm just using my Jaws hardwood cleaner to get this wiped down. This is unfinished wood, like there's no sealer on top of it, so the Jaws hardwood cleaner is actually the only cleaner I found that works really well on it. And I do think that I might have a discount link. It's not an affiliate link, but I think it gets you 25% off of your Jaws order if you order using that link. So if I do have that, I'll leave it down in the description box for you. I love all of the Jaws products and can't recommend them enough. But now that I've gone through the entire laundry closet and reorganized everything, I'm going to come into the playroom. This is our family room, playroom area. Almost all of our kids' toys are in here, and almost everything that I cleared off of that folding table ended up in here because there were a lot of bins of toys. You can see the ladder shelves that frame the doorway behind me. I have a lot of baskets there that I use for toy storage just to keep them decorative but also functional. And I had switched out some of those baskets for my Christmas decorating but just hadn't put the toys in them yet. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Get all of that switched over so that things aren't just pretty but they're also functional. If you've been around my channel for a while, then you know that that is a huge thing for me. I love home decor. I have a passion for homemaking, and I love for things in my house to be a more cohesive aesthetic and look like it is intentionally decorated, especially for seasons and holidays. But I also like to keep it as functional as possible because we do live here and we need it to work for how we live our everyday lives. So I found that these storage baskets for toys have worked so well to make the ladder shelves look like they are full of beautiful decor, but also to keep it functional and very easily accessible for my 2 daughters. They love having them there within reach, and I love having them there as well. And it's just been really great actually doing it that way. So you'll notice I have most of my decor pieces on the top parts of the ladder shelves, and then starting at that 3rd shelf and down I have decorative storage boxes with toys in them. Now I did film my Christmas decorating and I love how everything turned out this year. So if you haven't seen any of those videos, I'll leave them linked in the iCard and down in the description box. Definitely go check them out. I am so proud of them. And this room was not put together last last year, so it's actually a brand new space to be decorating for Christmas, and I just love how everything turned out. But now that I have all of those toys put away, I'm going to move to my coffee table, put away the craft supplies, and then get into our media console and pull out all of the toys that we store in there and start switching out the organization. We had some baskets in there that just have not worked for us long term. They've been really difficult for my kids to be able to pull out for some reason and keep organized. So I found some storage bins with lids that stack on top of each other at my local Home Goods. They were surprisingly affordable, and they will stack 2 on top of each other for each shelf in our media console. So we're actually able to store the toys in a better system, I want to say, and have room now for toys that are going to come in for Christmas, because that's been something I've really been worrying about, is that Santa Claus is coming very soon, and I know that my kids are going to get some toys from Santa, and I don't know where I'm going to put them. So reorganizing things and building a better system in here was not only something that I wanted to do, but it was something that I desperately needed to do.
Tell me something I haven't heard before. 'Cause I'm restless and I'm dying to know more. Show me something I haven't seen before. 'Cause I'm tired of the same boats, the same shore. It's time, my friend, to leave this hell behind us. We got everything we need to make a change. I can't keep pretending I'm right where I wanna be. I'm hopelessly in need of better days. 'Cause I'm too young to face the end, but I'm old enough to start again. And I still got time. The world is trying to pin me down, but I'm running at the speed of light. And I still got time.
I am so sorry that that clip is cut short, but my camera battery had actually died and I didn't realize it. So while I was organizing all of the bins into the media console, I don't have any footage of that because my camera wasn't recording. But don't worry, I am going to share all of the before and afters at the end, and you will be able to see how it turned out, and I love it. It's a much cleaner look, it's so much easier to access the toys, and it is working out for us so well. I've noticed that both of my girls are playing with toys more often and going into the media console to get toys instead of just getting the ones on the ladder shelf that are always kept out, and it's just been such a good system for us. So if you see those bins at your local Home Goods, I would definitely recommend them. But I just wanted to show you the pile of decluttered items that I had accumulated. This tote is almost completely full, but there was a little bit of space left at the top, so I'm actually going to take that into my room and challenge myself to completely fill it for donation, and you guys are gonna see I do more than that. It's like overflowing when I'm done, which feels so good because my room, just like my laundry closet, has basically become a catch-all space recently, and I feel like there's just things piled and stacked everywhere, and it drives me nuts. And I've been needing to make some time to declutter and reorganize in here, mostly because I am filming a DIY bedroom makeover, and I can't do that with all of this stuff all over the place. So that actually should be the next video that you guys see. I am so excited to show you how everything turned out. I'm going to be painting the walls in here, completely changing like furniture, the layout of the room, everything, doing some DIYs, redecorating, and I'm so excited to share how that turned out. So if you're not already, make sure that you are subscribed and turn on your notification bell because I have so much good content that's going to be coming at you over the next few weeks, and I don't want you to miss it. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sort through all of the stuff that has just been piled around here and see what I can add into this tote for donation. Okay, so now it's time to take one more look at those before shots just to remind you all of the areas that we were tackling today and how stacked with clutter they were before we started sorting through them and reorganizing things and just trying to get the mess under control. I feel like sometimes on the surface it looks like the house is so tidy and everything is put together, but really if you just open a few closet doors and peek inside, you will see that I'm just like anybody else, just like all of you, and I definitely have plenty of spaces with clutter in my home, but sometimes I just like to take a day and go through all of those areas and fix them and try to declutter and have some organization that will hopefully last me for a very long time. So I'm going to show you all of the afters now, and while I'm still storing almost the same amount of things, I did declutter a full tote, but there's still plenty that I have in my home because, like I said, we live here. It still looks so much better. It's a night and day difference in most of these spaces, and that's just because I went ahead and discarded and donated all of the unused and unnecessary items that we were holding on to, and then worked on a little bit more functional organization. I swear a good organization system can go a long way and make such a big difference. And everything isn't totally perfect, but that's okay. It is working for me for now, and I am very proud of myself that I was able to declutter this huge pile of things and pass them along to someone else who could get more use and enjoyment out of them. But anyway, that's going to wrap up today's video. I hope that this motivated you to tackle a problem area in your home and work on some new organization. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you aren't already, and I'll see you all in the next one.